My name is Dr. Tom Fitton. I'm a postdoctoral research associate on the Urban Ecology and Transitions of the Zanzibar Archipelago Project, led by Dr. Stephanie Wynne-Jones. I'm a landscape archaeologist specialising in GIS, remote sensing and geophysical survey of coastal settlements and maritime landscapes on the Swahili coast of Eastern Africa. The aim of the Zanzibar Project is to investigate the historic ecologies of urban settlements in the Zanzibar Archipelago and to identify and explore the ways in which two of the principal towns in the archipelago drew on and affected their resource landscapes between the 7th and 15th centuries. This is a period of major urban growth and cultural change on the Swahili coast. And we're focusing on domestic and settlement spaces to identify the types of resources being used in everyday life for subsistence, architecture, crafting and trade, to establish where those resources might have been coming from in the local and regional landscapes and what that says about actually inhabiting these landscapes and how resource use and exploitation might have reshaped the local environment. My role on the project is to build a GIS database of archaeological, geological and environmental data from both our own fieldwork and surveys and from existing and legacy data sets to try to map the archaeological settlements within the contemporary paleo landscapes and resource areas around them. The favourite thing about my research, apart from actually working in the Zanzibar Archipelago on these beautiful sites, are the moments when you're pulling together these disparate pieces of information and you get a glimpse, just a glimpse of a wider picture of what daily life might have been like in these amazing coastal towns for the individuals who actually lived and worked and sailed there. The most exciting thing I found in my research so far, I think, was a few years ago when, as part of a geophysical survey of one of our sites, the site of Ngujo in southwestern Zanzibar, I was able to identify the remains of a 9th century shoreline mosque right on the beach of this town, which was built of coral and daub, and which must have been this stunning building standing right on the shore that people sailing through would have been able to see, that would have been a beacon for them to tell them that this was a maritime town open for trade on the coast. I've worked and studied in the department in various capacities now for almost 10 years, and I'm still constantly surprised by how welcoming and friendly and enthusiastic everyone can be. It's a lovely research environment because everyone wants to be here. Everyone wants to be able to work together. Everyone enjoys their research. Everyone wants to talk about their research, but also to help and contribute to each other's work. There's always somebody to turn to, and even if you don't know who that is, there's always somebody you can ask about that as well. So we're in the process of starting to pull together and write everything up. And that also means that I'm now starting the process of looking to the future, in the process of planning new research projects for fieldwork on the Swahili coast of Eastern Africa, and starting to apply for funding for that, as well as for other postdocs and lectureships for the future.